Namaste. So a little while ago, I did a recording about consciousness and how we talk about raising our consciousness, which is the way we express ourselves. So what we're trying to do at this time, those who are on this spiritual journey, are trying to raise their consciousness. But actually, what we're actually doing is raising our vibration or our ability to connect to consciousness. I talked about this in a video, so have a look at the full video on YouTube or Rumble to see more about that. And it's resonance that allows us to connect with those levels. So recently I saw a fabulous video about someone who'd been to Telos, Lowell, someone or other, Lowell, can't remember his name, Lowell. And he'd been to Telos, really great video, if you can find it. And he'd mentioned how he'd connected with these beings from Lemuria and how they were existing in a different dimension at this moment in time. They can come back into this dimension if they wish. The reason he could connect and go into that dimension was not because they did something necessarily to him, but because he was at the right vibration himself, or he had been brought, maybe by them or others, he'd been brought up to that correct vibration so that he resonated with their frequency and so could walk through to that dimension, could become part of that density where that dimension is. And it's about our density. And what is density? It's about our heaviness, if you like, or lightness. And so this again is what we talk about when we're talking about vibration, frequency. You know, we're using words to describe things so that we can get a handle on it, but none of them actually do it justice. I'll try and put it as simple as I can by saying it like this. So if I'm going to connect with an Andromedan being of love and light, I need to be at the correct vibration myself to allow our closeness so that we can resonate. You see the way we're resonating? That's me. That's the Andromedan. We're resonating, which allows us to connect and communicate. And the same for this person going into another realm, going into another dimension where he can live like them or be like them in their density. And it's a difficult one, dimension and density. People often use them for the same thing. They're not the same thing, but they're describing the same event, if you like. A dimension is a place. The density is what you are like in that place. If it's a good way of describing it, I feel. So the density of the place is a dimension. Okay. So for this being who went into Telos, he had reached a certain level in himself or been taken up to by others, a certain level, so that he was vibrating at the right frequency that made him become the right density to enable him to walk through the Stargate, which is what it is, it's a portal, to this dimension that they are existing in, they're living in actually. They're living beings, the Lemurians. Not too much unlike us. I've got a great connection with Lemuria. I've had it my whole life since the 70s at least. And I've often read books about Lemuria and Atlantis, and I've always had a strong connection. I know I've had many lifetimes there. I can't remember any of them, to be honest, but I'm sure I will before this lifetime's finished. And when I have reached the correct vibration or enabled me to become the correct density so that I can go through the portal into that dimension. Now, I'm talking about this one expression, talking about Telos or the Lemurian beings. But this is the same for all star beings, archangels, Elohim, all beings, the planets. I connect with the planets occasionally. I haven't done for ages. But I also connect with the Venusians. The Venusian beings are beautiful souls who are very like us in lots of ways. They're closer to us in vibration, in density. So it's much easier for us to connect with them if we want to, because they are so much closer to our density. So we don't have to change that much to join with them and connect with them. Anyway, just a few tips. Hope this helps. Namaste. Till next time. Any questions, email us, come back to us, and I'll be only happy to answer them. Namaste. If I can. Till next time.